I just did this, that, and the other, but look how far you've come because you did this, that, and the other. So how do we help people measure tangible hope?
One of the ways we can help people measure tangible hope and knowing that we really are like getting to where we need to be is self-acknowledgement, but also when other people around us who've been around us for a long period of time can also see and hear the change and the difference in who you're becoming. I'll give you a story. One time, after I'd gone through, the 40-day tone of voice, tone down journey. And what I did is I was very transparent. I told my family about it. I told them what I was doing. I gave my children like pieces of paper and I let them write me tickets so that if, like you get a parking ticket. So if I raised my voice, if I was yelling throughout the house, that they could write me a ticket. If I hurt their feelings with my words, they could write me a ticket, say, Mommy, you yelled and this is what you yelled about, whatever. When I started receiving less tickets, when my children knew that there were things that I actually should have blown up about or that I would have normally like flown off my handle, but they saw me like breathe and dig deep and not yell and say, you know what, I think we need to take a different look at this and see why this is happening. And I really started I was being self-aware, but because I was being self-aware, they acknowledged that I was being self-aware. And it was so funny because my kids would say, good job, Mom. You didn't yell. Good job, Mom. I thought you were going to like get upset about this, but you didn't. And even too, my husband, he would even say to me, babe, that you did a really good job. And I'd be like, well, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, normally you would have flown off the handle about this, but you didn't. And I think when you also give people permission to talk to you about your growth and development, but even when you don't, but people say, this person, they're really changing. They're really growing and evolving. It's a really beautiful thing.